One of the things, in addition to credit, that's kind of holding back the M&A market for those strategics that do have strong balance sheets that could be out there doing deals are expectations in the market. Let's talk a little bit about seller expectations. Are those prices where they need to be?
Well, I think what we're going to do is be back to normal, and that's where it was going through the 90s and the 80s, and multiples were fairly normal. They weren't as far out as they were during the 2006, 7, and 8 period.
What's normal?
Normal would be like 8 times, 7 and 8 times, and a debt would be available probably at 5 times. You know, whereas during our wild bleep that we had, we've had pretty dramatic debt numbers which ranged about 10 times and sometimes, you know, but probably 8 times was available pretty regularly.
So coming out of an environment like that, even though we've been in this deep recession, deep slowdown in M&A, sellers are still looking at those, what you're saying are unreasonable multiples for sales right now.
Right. What it takes, I mean, change is very difficult for people. And when things change, it takes time for them to grasp it and to recognize that's where it's going to be. So if you see a bell curve, you know, here's where deals were, and then they went up like this, and now they're back down to here. I mean, there's a little changes there and the levels that it would be at, but this is where it's going to be at. Things are not going to change over the next several years to come.
And right now, there's not a lot of pressure to do deals.
There isn't a lot, but there's a lot of sellers out there that just have a pent-up desire to really do deals, and we've talked to many of them. They're just afraid to make the move that they're going to lose out at this point.